That's just because where she from.
Hey, yo, how did that go? Did they had y'all food ready on time and shit?
Yeah, that shit went all right. Went good.
This is not going to go on the podcast. This is just
Oh, man,
because this is what I wanted to talk about next with you, just to get an idea because we haven't had this conversation before. Black businesses need to step their game up. Agree or disagree?
Agree, most definitely.
Yeah.
He don't want to shit on black businesses.
Yeah, I don't want to put it on the podcast, but we didn't. Yeah, we had like a whole 30-minute discussion.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely. I mean, the numbers say that, we're misrepresented per person than any other demographic. So it's something like for every 100 white people, like 54 people will attempt business. Asian people are the largest, where it's like for every 100, it's like real high, like 70 something will at least try to own a business. Black people's like 13.
I mean, yeah, that too, but I'm more thinking of like when they get the business, they need to do better.
Well, no,
provide better service.
You have to try. It's just all a numbers game. So if I tried to start a business 100 times and you started to try a business just 2 times, what's the likelihood of me actually having a successful business? I'm just trying a whole lot more. There's more prosperous white businesses and Asian businesses and African businesses because they actually try to do it. Everybody fails just about the same amount of times. We just don't try. We don't try enough. We don't try. Not only do we not try enough, going to you, we don't try hard enough when we do try.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So let's just try first.
I've been on my buy black thing for as long as buying black was a thing.
Yeah.
If I found out you was a black brother, they had a business, I'm like, oh, take my money. But it's just I
Absolutely.
started realizing it's like, well, it's not really realizing, but just like a pattern. It's like it's really hard to give black folks your money. They make it really fucking difficult.
So, but the opposite side, and this is an instance that I had just today. I had a class this morning. I feel like patronage is not what it needs to be either. I had a class this morning.
When you say patronage, you mean
black people buying black.
All right, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah, definitely. So I had an instance today where I had a 7:30 a.m. class. And the class lasts from 7:30 to 8:05. It's a 35-minute class, right? The lady hit me up yesterday about coming to the class. She called me at 7:40 because I guess she couldn't find the place. I was already within my class, administering my class, facilitating my class, and I usually try to get a little sweat in with them too. Triple winning, you know what I'm saying? So she called. She came from Portsmouth, and she left me a string of text messages, voicemails, and inbox on about how irresponsible I was being because I wasn't at my phone to, give her directions here. And so when I got on the phone with her, I said, yo, I read all your messages between the text messages and the messages to my Facebook, and I'm pretty sure your voicemails were nothing different from that. I was literally inside the class, administering the class. After I said that and I was trying to further explain, she started yelling, MF it is, I came all the way out here, XYZ. And so I say that to say, instead of her just saying, I'm not familiar with this area, maybe I need to come up early.
Drive by the day before. That's what I'm good at.
Yeah. She thought that it was cool to come late on her because she wasn't going to be on time anyway. Because if she was, I would have been able to pick up the phone. I don't pick up my phone until the minute the class starts. These people are paying their money for me to get them where they need to be. I would be doing those people who are here a disservice. And I was trying to explain that to her, but she was like yelling and cussing me out and this, and this. And, at that point, I'm getting defensive. So, look, call your husband and tell him to come up here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to say nothing else to you because you're a woman. But I'll beat your husband up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm on. So I just had to bring myself down, and I hung up on her. So, and that's not like the first, second, or third time something like that has happened to me. And I just couldn't imagine, and I hope this isn't the case, but I just couldn't imagine if one life would have did that to her. would she would have talked to those people at One Life like that?
No, not at all.
They wouldn't even give her the time of day.
But you see what I'm
No,
saying?
but she wouldn't even. She wouldn't have. Black people are way like more thugged out with each other than you know what I'm saying.
And that's what I know.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna always give black people the benefit of the doubt. So maybe not. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when I talk about that patronage, like, yeah, you coming to me, but are you gonna treat me the same way that you would treat some, One Life or Planet Fitness or any of these other big businesses? And I mean, what's the answer to that?
Yeah, so the conversation we was having was more on like how motherfuckers don't be ready for like motherfuckers like I feel like a lot of people are starting businesses to be cute, but they ain't ready for the business when they get it. That's mainly like what I'm talking about, like how they make it really hard to give them their money and shit. Because one of the things I've always wanted to do is do yoga with a black yoga instructor. But every time I've talked to a black yoga instructor, they act surprised that their phone even rang. Like, and when it's all said and done, we ain't got no class schedule. You know what I'm saying? Then I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? So when do you do classes that's open for the public? And then it'd be shit like, oh, well, sometimes I do them on Saturdays. What do you mean sometimes? Like, when, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Then we talked about the spot with the wings where it's like, I did the video game tournament and I wanted to get some wings from the spot. And they were closed. That's another thing the black businesses be doing a lot of. They just close and open whenever the fuck they feel like it. Hours of operation on the window don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what the you know what I'm saying? Like, why do they just be open whenever the fuck they want to be open? Then when you do get a hold of them, they don't be ready for the damn business. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like all kinds of back and forth, and it's just like shit. Like I called like 4 different black businesses like, hey, because I'm a vegan, I don't eat chicken, so this is for everybody that's coming to the tournament. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, hey, how much are wings? And I'm getting all these answers. Well, I know for a fact I can call fucking Domino's Pizza, just call some white folks and be like, how much are your wings? And they can be like, oh, 10 for $5.99, 15 for such and such, and keep, you know what I'm saying? But with the black business, how much I order wings? Oh, what kind of wings you want? Fucking, what kind of wings you got? Oh, we got. And it's just be like all this shit, and it's just like, well, how much? And it's like, I asked how much like 5 minutes ago. How much are the fucking wings, man? I need 40. I know what I want. I want 40 wings, 20 hot, 20 barbecue. This is what I want. And it's like, it took me 4 tries to actually get a hold of a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And coincidentally, it just so happens that the motherfucker that I talked to get some wings was this girl that used to work for me back when I was in Domino's. Her sister opened up a restaurant, and she does like all the social media shit for them. So I called them, but they ain't answered the phone. Turns out they were closed for no goddamn reason. So I saw they had posted on Instagram that, hey, we're closed. So I inboxed them like, all right, cool, y'all closed now, but tomorrow, on Friday, I'm going to want an order of wings. How much are your wings? And me and her had a conversation through Instagram. Like I said, it just so happened to be the girl that I trained in Domino's that knows how to handle a goddamn customer. But it's her sister's business. So she's just like, so she quoted me a price like $45 for 40 wings. Cool. I called back the next day to place the order. They acting like they have no fucking clue what a wing is. You know what I'm saying? Then she's like, well, I got to call the owner. You got to call the owner? I'm trying to order food. Ain't this what y'all do? So she had to call the owner, then call me back. So she called the owner. The owner called me back and was like, somebody quoted you a price? Yeah. Well, how much they say? 45. Well, you didn't talk to me. You talked to my sister. I don't give a fuck who I talk to. Do you sell wings, man? Can I get some? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, them type of experiences of when you fucking with black businesses, it's kind of like normal when you fucking with black businesses. Went to a t-shirt spot one time. So I go to the t-shirt spot. This is like 2 weeks before Christmas. I know it was last minute and shit. But I go in there asking them about, hey, yo, if I, like, can I get a t-shirt made? And they being hella difficult and shit. And they're like, all right, well, we busy today. You have to place the order. Okay, so I got to come back to place the order. All right, well, I can't come back till Saturday. Like, oh, we open on Saturdays, but only for pickup. We don't do order. What the fuck? Like, why you giving me all this trouble when I know for a fact I could go across the street? They gonna do it. Like, they right there. So I went. I was just like, hey, man, look, I know this last minute, but I need this t-shirt done in like 2-3 days. Can you do it? He didn't even ask me, like, what it is. And he's like, you got it on a flash drive? Like, yeah, I can put it on a flash drive. He's like, yeah, if you get it to me, I'll get it to you by, like, the next day. Fuck it, I ain't do it. It was just like my blackness wouldn't allow me. I I was just upset by the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, the black people was giving me this hard ass time I'm trying to give you my money, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
So
and that's the conversation we was having, where it's like, you ready for any and all business to come your way. You got your own gym, you built it up from ground up and all that shit. So you ready. But this motherfuckers is like, I feel like they're just trying to be cute. Cause same motherfuckers, I told them, like, I went to go pick up them wings. I grabbed menus and I told them I'm putting these out on top of your wings, so anybody that's gonna eat these wings gonna get a menu too. So y'all might get more business. Super Bowl come around, he was like, "Hey, these wings bang." He had the same fucking experience that I had with these motherfuckers.
Yeah, my wife ended up having to go up there just to place the order, and then she placed the order, and then they told her, "Well, we're not gonna be open on Super Bowl Sunday."
They sell wings and they close on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, you fucking tripping. All right, so I mean,
it's like, because we having this with a lot of black businesses, it's just like,
and I have to speak up for them. So it's multi-layered. I mean, to what you're saying, my response, but I'll probably hit on just like 2 or 3 things. I agree with you that people get into business a lot of times for the wrong reasons, but also the right reasons. I feel like people are frustrated with the bureaucracy and the infrastructure, because that's how I started my business. You understand? It wasn't because I thought that I wanted to be a trainer, that I wanted to be a gym owner. It was like, okay, I have a great career, but I fucking hate my life. That's what I said to myself, and I said something needs to change. There was no methodology to, me building a gym and being responsible and making sure that I can handle all it. There was none of that. It was more so my frustration for people essentially lying to me. I was the first person to graduate from college, on both sides of my family, and I thought the grass was going to be green, because everybody told you, if you go to a big D1 school, you get a degree, you get this great job, everything will be everything. And I really thought that. Why would my parents lie about something like that? Why would society lie about something like that? Working 9 to 5. Well, because I was in sales, literally working from 7 to 7 some days. I didn't like that. I didn't want to live like that till I was 30, 40, 50, 60. And so, again, I was frustrated more so than anything. And so I said, something needs to change. And I sat back with myself and I said, Flood, what are you good at? Nigga, you've been working out since... That's the only thing that that's the only... And I tried to figure out a way to say, how can I make a buck off of just helping people get in shape? My background, you know what I mean? And so that's what I did. I didn't take a ton of classes on business. I didn't understand business etiquette, which basically you're talking about, finances or any of those things. It was just that I was so fed up with my situation that I was willing to do whatever I needed to do to get where I wanted to go. So if I had to comply in any kind of way when it came to business etiquette, that's what I would have done. That's what I do. So I feel like black people are still at a point emotionally that we can't get what we need to get out of entrepreneurship because we're not doing it for the right reasons. I got lucky.
Okay. This might just go on YouTube.
Like,
are you picking up these gyms, young man?
Like, I'm serious. I got lucky. Like, seriously, I got lucky. And it just so happens that I'm smart enough to look back and say, okay, don't make this mistake again. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's where a lot of people fuck up at, because again, we're still emotionally disturbed. So you can fuck up and not even realize that you're fucking up because the emotions is still high.
Yeah.
And you're illogical, so you can't absorb anything when you going all bouncing off the walls and stuff like that. But like, I pride myself on being kind of emotionless. Like, I pick at people purposely to try to figure out how I can extract things from them. You see how I move on social media. I use my social media essentially just to brand myself, not necessarily to pick up clients, but I want people to know that I'm alive and I'm well, and you know, from time to time I say I'm accepting clients, and then my inbox will blow up.
Yeah. And yeah, that's very smart because you do it well. Because I do know, like, just from me just being on your social media and shit, it's like when I know somebody that I'm trying to reference to you, I send them to your Facebook page. Like, here's his Facebook page, check him out. You know what I'm saying? Then you decide what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's good. All right, well, yeah, that's going on YouTube. Bye.